Top 10 tips for writing a great comment. Number 1, read the article. It sounds obvious. Be surprised how many comments can be answered with the words, "It says it in the article." Number 2, respond to the article. Number 3, read the other comments. Number 4, make it clear who you're replying to. Number 5, use the return key. Number 6, avoid sarcasm. Number 7, avoid unnecessary acronyms. Number 8, use facts. I say fuck all that bullshit. Welcome to the comment section bullshit, where I'm your host, Adam Trout. We're joined today by Coach, the butter salesman.
Yes.
And the copper topper, the man who won't stop, the man with the most power of any individual that's ever roamed the earth, Duracell.
Hello.
What are you guys doing?
Nothing.
Not drawing.
If you want to draw so fucking bad, just draw.
So Duracell has brought a thing to the podcast today as part of our agenda to go over.
Agenda.
And it's driving Coach crazy that he can't draw.
Oh my god, he's drawing one of those fucking S's. That's what he wanted to draw. He wanted to draw one of those special S's.
A special S?
And he didn't even do it right.
So let me get
No,
this straight.
I did it
Coach,
wrong.
if you're surrounded by like pen and paper, do you have to like doodle something?
Yes.
I mean, kind
I
of.
have to.
I'm not like I have to, but it like kind of compels to.
Compulsed?
Yeah, compelled, not compulsed.
Compelled. I like compulsed better, to be honest with you. But yeah, I'm sitting here. We're trying to do the podcast. I'm like, all right, let's do this. And Coach is like, but I really want to draw on his paper. I'm like, what? Why is that a thing?
I don't even know what he's doing now.
He's just doing his own thing. Doing his own thing.
What do you do with the other 3 lines? What even is
Coach,
Yeah,
what the fuck are you doing?
just drawing.
Let me see what you're drawing. Move your hand.
that? I don't know what this is.
It looks, from my angle, it looks like a chicken walking by a house.
But what's that?
That's the chicken's face.
How?
Listen, I don't understand what's in Coach's mind.
Is that a freckle?
Oh my God. You know how boring of a podcast we just did?
Did we just make
There's
people sit
something
here for a
fundamentally
minute?
wrong with you, dude.
It looks like a vagina with a mole.
Okay, we're all
It's on
looking
a
at it from the
chicken.
wrong angle now. And from my angle, it looks like a chicken walking by a house. But from Duracell's angle, it's a vagina with a mole. Coach,
then it's
what
a
is it?
chicken body.
Coach, what is it supposed to be?
Yeah, what is it supposed to be?
a duck next to a Rubik's cube.
I posted on
I would
Instagram.
never have guessed it was a duck
Wait,
or a Rubik's cube.
wait, for our next segment, can I try to draw something and y'all just guess what it is? After I'm
One
done
one
drawing?
day we
One
can.
day.
We have an agenda
All right,
today.
What's our
Agenda.
agenda?
You guys want to get right into it?
Yes.
I'm down.
I mean, let's just do this shit, right?
His name is Roscoe.
The agenda is this. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Divorce is a game.
You just can't win. And if divorce is a game.
All right, divorce is a game.
Find it
Speaking of tears,
Okay.
which is something Duracell has made up, we're gonna
What?
see. No, this is your thing. You don't know what I listen. I take the segments and I label them in the agenda. Best headphones ever. Is the
Are they gonna play something weird for me? Like,
no? But the next one, I didn't tell Coach about this, but it's gonna be a game called "Is Coach Straight?" And the answer is super straight.
Oh, that's funny.
And then this is probably the greatest thing. And okay, I say something's the greatest thing ever often, right?
yeah.
But I'm going to tell you this with all of my heart.
Okay.
This is the greatest thing I've ever heard in all of human society history, hands down already. I'm calling this "Monkeys Bring You Your Milk."
Monkeys. I think I've heard of that.
I read it and I had to tell everybody I know, and I was like, it's going on the podcast
In
because it
India or
can't,
something, right?
can't fucking be true. Oh my God.
Monkeys in India.
There are
Yes, there
monkeys in
are
India.
monkeys in
Do
India.
you know anything?
No,
Yes, there are.
The last podcast you said telescopes don't telescope.
no. I thought like you have to use a telescope to see a telescope.
You do, but it's also telescopic.
I mean, I understand where he's coming from because when you think of telescope, you don't think of retractable.
You know
but
why you don't understand where he's coming from? Because you use a telescope to see him coming.
I'm not doing a telescope to see if he's coming.
No. Okay. What you guys don't know is that when Duracell did that, he pointed the fake telescope at Coach's genitals. You guys are ridiculous. All right.
Ridic.
Are you ready? This is
Yes.
an article.
No.
An article that is. Wow, there's so many ads on this page. I don't
What-
even
what
know
if
how
I
this
said
is.
no, I wasn't
this is
ready?
an
What would you
unusable
do?
page.
Use Opera.
What the fuck is Opera?
Opera GX.
I don't know what that is.
It's an application that you can use to look up things without getting any ads.
No, I don't want that.
What if
I
I
want to
said
be
no?
a regular member of society.
What if I said no? I don't want to start the article. What would
Well,
you do?
I'd say, well, what's up? What do you got?
Are we gonna like end the podcast when I say
It's
that?
over.
Or just start over?
Yeah. It's over. The board games most likely to end in divorce.
Uno.
No, I'm not asking
Monopoly.
you.
Monopoly.
It's not your opinion.
Oh,
So
sorry.
here's the thing. People actually, this is a real study.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
People actually said, okay, are there people out there who played a board game
Yeah.
and then it ended in the two people going, I'm divorcing you over the way you think about this board game?
Well, I would definitely divorce someone over Whataburger and In-N-Out. But
That's
like
some
a board
shit.
game?
You know what? I agree with you. If there's a video out there where there's a real couple. Have you seen it?
Yeah.
Where the guy says something and the woman's like, well, I think In-N-Out's better. And he's like, I want a divorce. And he's dead serious.
Yeah. He's like Whataburger, all round best burger. You go to Whataburger. If you don't want one patty or you want two, you can get two. You don't want two, you can get three. You don't want three, you can get four. You can put anything you want on that. Avocado, cheese. You don't want anything on
And
it.
she's like, In-N-Out's better. And he's like, I want a divorce.
Yeah.
Like, and he's serious. He's like, definitely gonna leave her.
I mean, if you think In-N-Out's better, you just either haven't had Whataburger or just have a horrible taste.
All right. Are you ready? This has an 87% score, which
Okay.
means that 87%
People think it's
likelihood. So, it's actually worse than that. 87% of the people who played this board game admitted to getting into an argument with their partner that potentially could lead to divorce. So these are all potentially could. I don't think anybody actually got divorced. Let's hold on. Let's go back and ask. All right, let's go back. Let's go back.
I'm gonna look up how many people.
Also, you can't spell divorce without COVID. It's all the letters are in there. So in the pandemic,
You can't spell happiness without PENIS.
true. That's true. And you point that out to me about 3 times a week. Hey, Adam, you know you can't spell happiness without penis? And I'm like, yes,
Can't
coach.
spell mirror without an R.
Okay, this is what my life is now, folks. I'm going to move. I'm going to move and divorce my neighbor. So they're saying that during the pandemic, divorces went way up, and mostly because of being forced to stay with somebody. So they asked 1,200 people, 1,200 like actual people who played board games, about the arguments and what led to them. And that doesn't have a number.
Can you say it like Steve Harvey?
Like in the family.
We asked 1,200 married people.
We asked 1,200 respondents which board game causes the most arguments between them and their partners. Anybody want to go first? I don't know what I don't watch enough of that to know what he says. Like, and he just goes and asks the person, and they say the thing, and he goes, "Was it Monopoly?"
No,
Is that
he
how it
asked
goes?
the question, and first he asked the question, and then they like slam the button, and whoever gets the button.
We don't have a
first.
button.
Well, we should invest in a button.
That's not. I didn't think that was. Like,
Okay, there's a game called Cluedo.
I've never heard of
Cluedo. I don't know what this game is. It's CLUEDO.
Is it that fucking little dice in the middle, and you slap that thing?
No, that's just called Sorry. And you play that with like 4-year-olds. Are you divorcing 4-year-olds?
No, it's
What are you,
the
a
game
predator?
where it's like you have to go around. It's like Sorry, but you slam that thing in the middle.
All right.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
I don't know. I don't have any idea
I
what
know
you're
what
talking
you're
about.
It's
talking
like
I don't
Brainwave or something like that.
Oh,
Brainwave? All right, let's see what.
They have it at arcades.
I don't know what. Oh, it's just Clued? But with an
Clue?
O at the end? What the
Wait,
fuck?
Clue ends in divorce?
Maybe it's a typo. Maybe it's a typo on this thing. Because it ends in an O.
Can I see it?
so
Yeah,
it's
Cluedo. I spelled it for you. No. You can't touch it. Just like you couldn't draw on the paper.
Can you send me the link?
There's no link. I looked this up. It's got to be a typo because I looked this up. And it doesn't have there is nothing called. So there must be a typo. It must be Clue.
What year was it made?
How would I know that?
I thought it said that right there on the page.
Oh. All right, here we go. Board game. I guess it's just a typo. No, they are calling. Look, here it is. Look, look at this. They're calling it that, but then Clue comes up. So is that like Spanish for Clue?
Probably. Okay. We
Wait, so
understand.
Clue is making people get divorced?
Yeah. Oh, in North America, we call it Clue.
In
The
foreign
rest
states
of
they
the
call
world, they call it Cluedo.
Like Play-Doh?
So this isn't for America. This
I
is
never
for
knew that. This
other-
is just global, I guess.
Oh.
I never knew that about the game Clue. Anyway, yeah, so
I mean,
87%.
Clue does make me get pretty furious
Clue
with family.
You do get like really furious when you play Clue. Like you didn't talk to us for like 2 days one time. Last time we played Clue, you were like, I hate you all and I hope you all get cancer.
Yeah, because you guys just kept moving to the spot I didn't want to be, and I knew the answer.
We were fucking with you.
Yeah, just with me. Little shitheads.
So the reason it's called Cluedo, it's the combination of the word clue with the Latin word for plate. So Cluedo.
Huh, weird. I've never heard it called that. 87% of people who played this board game admitted into getting into a huge argument led to divorce. 87%. That seems like a stupid number. Well, it's only of the 1,200 they asked, so I guess.
Wait, want to hear something crazy? I just looked it up.
Okay.
15% of divorces are caused by video games.
Really?
Yeah.
Because?
Like,
Just because?
something to do with video games, like they're playing too much video games, not focusing on them.
Dumbest
something
thing
like
I mean, I believe you, but good God, man.
that. I know.
Seems silly. All right. 81% Monopoly.
Yep. Monopoly.
Told you.
Yeah, Monopoly. And
And Uno's on there too, isn't it?
I haven't got there yet.
Oh.
I sometimes even refuse to play Monopoly because of that.
I don't play Monopoly. I can't say that sentence that loud. I don't play Monopoly. I'm going to end it right there.
Because
No, it's just I don't play Monopoly.
Monopoly is hard to play. I will agree. All right,
You have to be around the right people to play Monopoly.
everybody has their own different rules too.
Well, yeah.
Same goes for Uno.
Yeah.
That's why Uno is. I bet you Uno's like
We're
96%.
on number 2. We haven't. Okay, well, Monopoly is 81. I'm surprised that Clue is higher than Monopoly. Who knew it was so difficult?
Well, also, I think Clue's difficult because no one really understands the rules.
I mean, people. How do you? What rules are you confused
what
about?
don't you understand?
Well, also, I have several questions. Like, if I roll the dice, can I move diagonally? Can I move left or right? Do I have to move in an L shape?
You can't move diagonally in Clue. In Clue. We're talking about Clue. Now, I thought you were talking about Monopoly. No, you can move any direction you want. Any direction you want.
No,
But you can't. I don't think you can go diagonal. I think you have to move L shape. Like a
What?
yes.
Yeah, you can't. move
Oh,
diagonally.
now you're confused.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Monopoly before, and I was like, what rules don't you
No,
understand?
Monopoly, you just go straight around the board.
All right, 77% is Scrabble. And you know that's all about, that's not a word. I looked it up. I never heard that word. Dictionaries lie. I know that's the fight.
Yeah.
Does the Urban Dictionary count?
No,
Scrabble?
No, it doesn't. It definitely doesn't. Scrabble is just a... See, we're already going to fight. We're not even playing the fucking game. Here's a game called Articulate.
I'll look that up. I don't know what that is.
It's a.
I feel like it has something to do with articulating.
It's 71%.
Can you spell it for me?
Spell articulate.
It says you have to describe a word. So they give you a word, you have to describe it. Did you just ask me to spell articulate? Is that what you just said?
That's what he did.
No, you were the one.
No, I said just spell articulate.
No, I asked for it, and then I spelled it for myself.
Oh. Well, what is it?
It's a game about articulating.
It just says on here you have to describe a word. How do you describe a word, though?
Fast
Describe words
the
from
fast
6
talking
different
description
categories.
Game. Describe as many words as possible in 30 seconds.
From 6 different
How do you
categories.
describe a word, though? Like, this word has got 4 letters. Like that
That
kind of
gives
thing?
you a card.
Oh, and you have to, like, describe it?
Some weird words, though.
Let me see.
There you go.
All right, the words are...
One of them is Costa Rica.
Yeah, how do you describe the word Costa Rica?
Oh, so you
Cocaine.
spin something.
Sampling, tulip, wedge. It's weird. I never heard that
We're
game,
looking
ever.
at the same picture.
Ah. But do you describe
Google.
what happens in that place or how you do it or like anything
I've never...
about it?
I don't know, but I've never heard of this game.
Oh, I've heard of this game. It's like charades.
Welcome to the party, coach.
No, I've played it before is what I meant.
70...
It's like that Klondike game we play.
Okay. What do you want me to say to that?
Oh, yeah, it is like that Klondike
I don't
game.
think it is.
How?
Because in this game, you describe words. That's it.
Klondike, you could describe words or you
Right,
have
no, but this game is just describe words.
I said it's like, not it is.
Yeah. Look,
Like
another
I
dog
use
barking.
a simile.
Another dog barking.
Yeah. Come on, Sugar Bear. Anyway.
Number 5, 70%, Trivial Pursuit. I don't really see that being a big argument game. It's like you either know the answer or you don't.
How is Uno not on here yet?
We're only on number 5.
How many are there?
Isn't the name of the article like, oh, it doesn't? I don't know. I don't know.
Jesus Christ.
Uno is not. If Uno's not in the top 10, then that list is wrong.
It's not on here.
What?
It's not on here.
That's
But we've
cap.
already got games
Is Risk on there?
We've already got games.
Well, Uno's not a board
okay,
game. It's a card
number
game.
6,
Ah.
67% Risk.
Yeah, Risk.
I definitely could see that being,
Man, when someone takes my territory, that enrages me.
yeah. Taboo, 63%. I only played Taboo like 3 times. This other game, I don't know what this is either. It's called Diplomacy.
Doesn't sound fun.
59% of the people. Diplomacy. I'm sure it's a game about diplomacy. Chess.
Chess?
Chess. 42% is chess. I mean,
Really?
like, how do you get in an argument you can't come back from in chess?
The queen doesn't move like that. The king doesn't move like that.
But those rules aren't negotiable. Like, those are the solid rules. Are those rules?
It's not how I play.
No, then you play wrong.
No, that's the argument they give.
No, but those people are stupid and they should be divorced.
See, that's what happens.
And number 10 is Catan, and I have never played Catan, but I know people. I know people who play it like,
fun.
yeah, people who play it like crazy. Only 38% of the people said that ended in divorce. Yeah. What is he? Where did you go? Wow, the headphones reached all the way over there.
Oh, could you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we could hear what you were doing. Could you hear us? So I have this cooler in the studio now. Is it empty yet?
No.
Oh, we still got like 30 water bottles in there.
I done spilled the water in there. I thought it'd be nice to have some drinks. All right, so yeah, board games, divorce, interesting stuff, right? I don't know
Well,
why.
I thought Monopoly would be number 1.
Honestly, thought Uno would be in there, but now that I'm thinking about it, Uno's a card game.
Yeah, not a board game. Yep.
But if Uno was on that list, it'd be at the top.
What are the
96%.
Speaking of lists, speaking of tiers, Duracell has a tier list.
Okay, are you ready?
He'd like us to review
It's about movies.
movie tier list. All right,
Yeah.
walk us through it. Talk us through
All
it.
right, so I picked random 8 movies out
Just random movies.
of the top 100 rated movies by Rotten Tomatoes.
Okay.
I just picked 8 random ones that we've all watched.
Okay.
All right. Avengers Endgame.
Wait, what do we do with the movies?
Rank them.
We rank them, and you have some letters written down
So
there.
it's
Yeah.
S tier's best.
Why is S tier the best? Put your sister to the test. What?
No,
Why
that's
is-
incest. All right, S tier's the best.
Why?
You're asking
know,
the
it's
wrong
just-
person, man. A tier's the second best.
But A
B,
becomes
C.
before. It comes before.
I don't know,
S.
man.
I don't know, man. This is the common knowledge of tier lists.
Okay.
The
S.
S is first.
Yes. S is the best.
Is this our question of the week? I played it on random. Is this our question of the week song? Eli, no, doesn't say it is. It's called.
All right,
It's
well,
called Backstabbers.
First one. Let's go.
All right. Avengers Endgame.
I mean, number
What
one.
do you think?
S
Do you,
tier.
do you
love-
think it's a really amazing movie? The
Okay,
best
so
ever is
without
S-
knowing the whole list, you want me to just like put it on there?
Yes.
What is it? Are these are like the 100 movies that you? So you went on. We
can always go back and move them. We can always go back and move
Rotten
them.
Tomatoes.
Okay,
And they gave me the most top-rated 100 movies
of all times.
Of all time.
Okay.
Any time period.
Okay.
But I just picked most recent time period, kind of.
Okay.
I just picked 8 random movies. And the first one I picked
Here's
was
the thing.
Avengers Endgame.
Endgame is an awesome movie, but
Yes.
and I don't know the answer to this. It's awesome if you haven't seen the other movies. If you just sit down and watch Endgame, are you going to be like,
No, you gotta watch the other movies.
so it's dependent?
I don't
Yeah.
think so.
All right. You at minimum you have to watch Civil War.
I think if you just watch
No.
the movie,
yes.
if my mom came in the room and just watched the movie, she'd be entertained.
But you wouldn't. All right.
She wouldn't know
Okay,
the story.
but think about it. It does kind of recap what happens in the very beginning because it shows Hawkeye losing his family. In the very beginning.
That's the first time we see it happen.
That's the first time we see it happen. Oh, spoilers.
Wait, no, that's not Endgame.
yes.
Yes, it is.
I thought that was Infinity War.
Hawkeye's not in.
Oh yeah, because he snapped at the end. Okay,
Yeah,
yeah,
he
so you're
snapped
right.
at the end.
Okay,
So,
so we know something event happened, and then people lose family, and they have to solve that. Okay, I see what you're saying.
I
see what you're
guess.
saying.
I guess. Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
Let's put it at S. Let's put it at the top because it's a great.
Really,
movie.
I think it's A tier.
Okay.
Well, I don't know what the fuck S means.
Just
Super.
the best.
Super.
Sure.
Okay, write Endgame in your sketchbook that Coach couldn't handle. Okay, what's the second? What's another movie?
Get Out.
Oh, see,
A tier.
I know. I'm gonna put that down as like a C.
Really?
Here's the thing: it was a good movie.
I
right?
agree. Yeah, it was a good movie.
It was shot well, but by the end of it, it's like a really strange, racist, wrapped up movie where it's like,
Yeah.
like you could almost take the race out of it and it'd still be the same movie.
Okay, so here's
A
the
group
thing.
of people trapping another group of people You know what I mean? Like it doesn't have to. The race thing was forced into a.
Well, it was
plot.
also for the time period.
The time period is current.
Yeah.
It was?
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
a current movie.
Oh, well, I did not know that.
Yeah. I think it was a good movie. In my opinion, I think it was like a kind of overhyped movie.
It wasn't as scary.
It was overhyped, but I do think it was a pretty decent movie.
Yeah. I'd give it a solid B. That's my opinion. Solid B.
All right. Well, then write
What
like
do you
our
think?
name.
Okay,
I think it's C. I didn't enjoy it.
If I
that
think
much.
A, you think B, you think C, I think we should put it at B.
Well, it depends on what else is on this list.
Why?
Because what if something else is better?
We can always move it.
Yeah,
Hey, we
it
can
doesn't-
always move it.
You can put as many on each list, on each letter.
All right.
We all have our own list, but I think we could move it around. So let's go to the next one.
All right. Well, then put Get Out on B, and then we'll see where we end
Dog,
up.
get out of here. All right.
I know you did not write. Okay. I saw the next movie he's going to say.
Well, he's picking off of not his list. He's picking
Yeah,
off of
just
Rotten
random
Tomatoes.
movies.
I know.
All right. Toy Story 4.
Oh, that's A.
A?
That's one of the greatest movies I've ever seen.
You don't think it's
that's,
S?
That's in the that's Toy Story 4 is probably in my top 10 movies.
You don't think it's S, though?
No.
So you think it's A?
Yeah. I've seen it like 7 times.
So what would you rate it, like, out of 10?
9.
9?
Yeah. What's wrong with that movie?
Okay, so let's say S is like 10 out of 10. Like, best movie,
Okay.
best thing ever.
Toy Story 4 is like Toy Story 4. I think is the best Toy Story movie of all the Toy Stories.
Oh, hell no.
Okay, what do you think's better?
Toy Story 2, Toy Story 1, both of those are way better than Toy Story 4.
Toy Story
4 is amazing.
Toy Story. Here's the thing. Toy Story 2.
You don't remember it.
Listen, Toy Story. Okay, there's this thing with movies, right? You make a first one, okay, and it has all the right elements, right? Toy Story 1 had that. Then when you make a sequel, you like double the elements, right? And you like double the action, you double the drama. Toy Story 2 was just Toy Story 1 with doubled everything.
No.
Yes,
No.
yes.
It
And
brought
then
in new characters. It brought
Toy
in,
Story 3 was a money grab where they tried to get back to the nostalgia and bring in the female character, which was just like this weird roundabout sexist way of doing it. And then Toy Story 4, they nailed it. They had a good mix of sexism, or the females and the males. They had a good mix of like the drama.
Emotion.
It didn't double anything. It had all the characters in one thing. It had a nice human element. It had the whole like childhood thing about toys, but also the toys are important. The toys actually got like the emotional arc of the humans, but the humans got one too. It's a perfect fucking movie.
I think Toy Story 4 and 1 are the best out of the 4.
Toy Story 1 and 2 are the
You
best.
think that
no,
because Toy Story 2 had all the action.
Toy Story 2 and 3. Or, sorry, 1 and 2. Best Toy Story movies ever.
Oh my God, we're going to fucking divorce over that.
Okay,
All right.
so what is your ranking on Toy Story 4?
Yeah, we're just talking about Toy Story 4.
C or D.
What?
Yeah.
Really?
I honestly did not think it was that good.
I could put it
Man.
on. I could watch it anytime.
I was watching it the other day. I thought it was
I think it's better when you're watching Buzz and Woody versus you're watching Buzz and the gang try to find Woody.
But it had Forky, which is a great character. Right, that's a great character.
Duke Kaboom.
Yeah, Duke Kaboom was great. And the Bensons, creepy as all get out.
Oh my God, watching that movie in 4K is really
The
creepy.
Bensons are so creepy. And like there isn't really a villain in that movie. It's just like life is happening and they're navigating it. Like who's the bad guy?
There's no bad guy. But there's no
Right?
bad guy in the first one.
Yeah, the bad guy in the first one is the boy neighbor.
He's not really a
What is
bad
it,
guy.
Vinny?
But you remember he wasn't really a
Created
bad
some
guy.
weird shit.
He just did weird
Did
shit.
you know he's a trash man in one of the other movies?
Yeah, he grew up. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
a trash guy.
And Toy Story 2, it introduced new characters. It brought a new plot. It brought
What was the new character in Toy Story 2? Like one character?
it was Bullseye, Jesse, the
Jesse didn't show
pioneer.
up till Toy Story 3, I don't think.
Jesse Toy
No,
she
Jesse
just
was
showed
in
up in
two.
Toy Story 2.
Toy Story 3 was
Pioneer.
the bear.
Watch it.
Yeah.
Pioneer. And then it also introduced a new bad guy, which is a chicken mascot at the old McDonald across the street.
Yeah, remember the guy?
The toy salesman guy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, no, they're good movies. I don't mean to dog them. I'm just saying I think Toy Story 4 is the best one.
Okay, so what are we ranking it together?
Shit, man. You guys, I wanted to put Get Out at C, and you guys maybe put it at B, so I think
I think Toy Story is a solid A.
Coach thinks differently.
C or D, man.
Put it. What if Get Out wasn't there? Would you put it as a B?
We can
Yeah.
put anything at B.
Okay, then put Toy Story 4 next to B. Just write it down next to B.
Okay.
All right, what else? You got?
Definitely not an A tier.
What else you got?
What's the next one?
Coco.
D.
What?
It was great, but at the end of the day, the story dragged on.
Yeah, I can
The
see
songs
it.
were
I'm D. Yeah.
everything cinematically.
Thematically.
No, that's what I'm trying to say. Like in the encapsulation of the scenes, like every scene,
Oh,
fantastic,
okay.
and they all went together in a good story, right? But at the end of the day, you could tell that story in like 15 minutes.
Yeah, I actually agree with that.
I mean, I put it at C, but I can agree with the D.
All right.
All right.
Beautiful movie though,
Yeah,
Yeah.
amazing movie. It's
I thought it was
just
a good movie overall.
and I would watch. It comes on. The kids want to watch it. I put it on. It's fine, but it's not like I seek it out. I do
mean,
have that song in my head. Though,
I
that-
do agree with you because I watched it like for the first time like 3 years after it came out.
yeah.
So like I wasn't too intrigued.
I
to
saw
see
Toy
it.
Story 4 twice in the theaters.
Well, I saw
I
three
most
times.
of,
in the
Yeah,
theaters.
any
yeah.
Toy Story that I was born like alive to see. Oh, I mean, I've been alive to see them all.
What are you
I've seen them
saying?
all twice in theater.
Okay. All right. What else
right.
you got?
E.T.
Oh yeah, that's A or S tier.
Yeah, it's got to be A. E.T.'s really
I
good.
think a B.
What?
I could get behind a B.
It's like it's a
we
good,
literally
it's a good
have
movie.
references to that movie.
It's a good movie, got references, but I don't think it compares to like other.
It's definitely better than Endgame.
No,
The thing about E.T.
no, E.T. is not fucking better than Endgame.
Yes, it is.
No,
The
it's not.
the
On
thing-
God,
No, it's not.
for its time period and
Well,
everything
I
like
was gonna
that.
say,
Yes, it
the
is.
thing about
Yeah.
E.T. when it came out, there wasn't movies like that.
E.T. Yeah,
I understand that, but it's not better than Endgame.
It's got the kid element too.
Infinity War is better than Endgame.
I can agree with that.
E.T. is almost as good as Infinity
All
War.
right. Well, we agree that it's A or S.
I never agree with an
What do you want to put it as?
A B.
It's A.
Well, write E.T. down next to B then.
No,
no.
E.T. is A. You cannot put E as E.T.
Write
as
it.
a B
We don't know
tier.
all the movies yet, though. Is there?
E.T. I think is a great movie.
What,
I
how,
would
many,
watch
movie-
it
how,
multiple
many,
times.
how many movies are left?
3.
Okay, write E.T. down to next to B, and let's move along.
We're definitely moving that.
What else you got?
Up.
Oh, cut the fuck on. If you don't cry watching the beginning of Up, you're dead inside. You should be put to death.
Never cried during the.
Never cried during the movie once.
You both lie.
No, I'm serious.
It's an A.
I can.
Up
agree with
is
that.
A.
I can totally agree with an A.
Up is so good.
Talking dogs.
But they don't
A big-ass Roadrunner
They don't
thing?
talk on
You
their
don't
own.
like-
They have to
Okay,
wear a
what would you
mechanical
put it at?
device.
What would you put it at? If you say C or D, I'm gonna bitch slap you.
Oh God.
B tier.
No, I think A.
Okay, you can put it A, but for this reason and this reason only.
Why do you think it's B?
The wilderness must be explored. It's my favorite. It's my favorite thing about
That
that
is a
whole
pretty
movie.
good line.
It's a really good movie, man.
Just why do you think it's a B?
It's just the whole blimp thing, and I want to put my house next to the falls. Like it's all. And then he does it through balloons, which is physically impossible. You know, I don't understand. Like,
Put enough balloons on a house, that fucker will float.
Not as
You
many
wanna
as
test
it
it?
does in the movie.
We don't have enough money to put enough
exactly.
Okay, well we're all putting it at A.
balloons. Yeah. We agree.
So Up can be A tier, but E.T. no, heavens no. Fucking Elliot, he can go in the trash can.
I mean,
I just think
E.T. is A tier or better.
what else is on the list?
Jaws.
Come the fuck on. I'm going to
Wait.
be really clear. Hold on. I'm going to be really clear about something. Which is really fucking clear. And it's not a disputable thing I'm about to tell you.
Okay.
Jaws is the greatest movie ever made. Fact. And I can back it up. If you want to go make movies, let's say today you say, I want to know how to make movies. Okay. You're going to, and let's say you decide, let me get a book on how to make movies, right? Everything in that book that they're going to teach you is in Jaws. Every cinematic trick, deep focus, things happening off screen, foreshadowing, it's all in Jaws. There is no, Jaws changed. It changed human culture because people weren't scared to go in the water before Jaws. And now you can't go in a fucking pool without thinking there's a shark down there. You can't. Also, it changed the way movies are. Before Jaws, people tried to put, like, if you go back and like watch, let's say Godzilla.
Yeah, there was a reference.
What's on screen most of the time, right? Godzilla.
Yeah.
Right? What's on screen in Jaws? Ain't that shark? That shark's in your head. That shark's on screen for like 14 minutes of the whole fucking movie.
Yeah.
They made that shark animatronically. His name is Bruce, and he's still working, and he only worked for 24 hours. They couldn't get him to work. He got him to work for 24 hours. They shot all of his scenes in 24 hours, and he was done, and he's still working. To this day, Bruce still works.
Yeah.
There's very little CGI. They had to invent a way to film on the boat. They had to bolt the cameras to the boat because they realized when they held the cameras, people got sick from the motion. So they had to bolt the cameras to the boat so that everything moved at once. Jaws is the greatest movie ever made. Jaws is up there with.
Endgame.
No,
E.T..
Jaws is up there with The Godfather. It's up there with what's the fucking Rosebud movie? Oh, I don't even know. Jaws is fucking like Scarface. It's great.
I've
it's
never seen
fantastic.
Scarface.
I'm gonna be completely honest. I don't think it's an S tier.
Oh Jesus!
I think it's an A tier.
Christ.
I think it's an A tier.
I think it's S tier. I kind of agree with what he's saying.
I completely agree
but
with you.
I like watching Jaws when I was like little, and then watching it now. It's still a good movie. Is how I
Yeah,
look
I've
at it.
always been
the way
entertained.
to
Have you ever
go
watched that movie
home.
while you're in the water?
I'm tired and I wanna go to bed. I had a little drink about an hour ago, and it's gone straight to my. I saw this movie in 1975 or something, and I still remember straight to my head. That's the song. They're sitting in. Show me your scars. Oh, on the whole fuck. And whatever the USS Minneapolis, 300 men went into the water that day. Only 4 came out. That's a great fucking. That's one of the greatest scenes ever fucking filmed. Period.
So you think it's S tier?
Yes.
Okay, I can put it in S tier.
Thank God we agreed on
All right,
that.
now I just put a random stupid one. Okay.
Okay.
Shape of Water.
Oh, 50 Shades of Water?
Yeah.
50
You know
Shades
what?
of Water.
The Sex with a Fish movie.
Definitely an S tier.
C tier.
Okay,
tier.
here. Listen,
Not
raise your
fair.
hand if you saw it in the theater. We all saw it together.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say it's D.
C. No. C.
What's gonna be above it?
E.T..
It's a good movie, but at the end of the day, it's
We're putting it with Coco.
It's better than
we
Coco.
can bump Coco up.
Okay. So we think Shape of Water is D, which I completely agree with.
I mean,
It was pretty. That end scene when they're all underwater was pretty cool.
No, it's a good movie.
I think the monster itself is kind of
And
cool.
Guillermo del Toro is a good director. I mean, it was a good movie. I don't have a problem with that movie.
Okay, so we're moving Coco to C. We can all agree
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like
Put Coco
it's
on C. It's
okay
fine.
movie.
It's a good movie.
You know what I'm gonna do? 'Cause I'm
E.T.'s got to
cool.
go up, Zach.
I think E.T. might have to go up too.
Okay, now that I think about it more, I can agree that it's an A movie.
E.T.
Yes.
Yeah, put it up there with Up.
All right.
All right, now what else? Is there more movies?
No, because you told me only a certain amount.
So that was it.
And unless
All
you
right.
want me to name more movies, I'm
I
gonna
got
rank
2
them.
more
Okay,
movies.
so hold on.
I
We
want to put 2 more movies.
Okay, that's fine. We got Toy Story 4, and what's the other one at B? Get
Get Out.
I
I think Toy Story 4 is A.
I think Toy Story 4 is better than Get Out.
Yes, I think it's better than Get Out.
It's about as good as Get Out.
All right, we can leave it like that. So
All
we've
right.
got. So read them off.
Okay,
hold on,
okay.
we can do yours, Coach. But hold on, read them off.
D
Zach,
tier?
or Duracell.
D tier, we got Shape of Water.
Yeah.
I agree with. C
Right.
tier, we got Coco. B, we have Get Out and Toy Story 4.
Okay.
A, we have Up and E.T.
Yep.
And S, we have Endgame and Jaws.
Man, I almost feel like Endgame could be A compared to Jaws. Endgame's
Yeah.
good, but Endgame's only emotionally that good because of what came before it.
Yeah.
Which is, 10 years of movies? Jaws is just on its own amazing.
But can you, I feel like that can be said about a lot of movies.
Citizen Kane is the movie I was trying to think of with Rosebud.
Oh, that was the number 2.
Yeah.
rated
People
movie.
think that's like the greatest movie ever made. It's good. It's good. I think Jaws is better than Citizen Kane. And I said that out loud, and I'll say it again.
Okay. So do we agree with this list?
Our list is fine.
We don't want to add any extra movies?
No, but Coach had some movies he wants to toss
Oh,
out.
okay.
Infinity War.
Why?
Infinity War is better, in my opinion, than Endgame.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Wait, which one came second?
Endgame.
Okay.
Infinity War did have that amazing last hour, but they both had an amazing.
It was
last
such
hour.
a slow start, though.
Infinity War.
Yeah.
How did it
Infinity
start
War
off?
was great.
Oh, it had the whole Welcome to Earth thing. They had Squidward, and they've come to
Yeah.
Earth. That was pretty good.
I thought it was pretty cool.
All right. It
The
started
whole
off with
start scene
Thanos
was-
slaughtering Thor's Asgardians.
Yeah,
That
and
was good.
Yeah, it was a good scene.
And then-
fucked up Hulk.
Yeah.
Hulk was so scared of Thanos, he didn't want to come out the
Yeah,
whole
Hulk's
rest
a
of the time.
pussy.
Yeah, Hulk pussed out. What's your other movie?
And that one movie.
Good job, Coach.
Key and Peele, the guy from the guy made it.
Get Out is Key and
No, the
Peele.
other one.
Oh, Us.
Yeah, Us.
Us was hard to understand.
Us, solid B.
I'd give it A tier, actually.
I can agree with that.
I would give it a B because it's hard to understand.
What do you mean? It's not that hard to understand.
Explain it.
All right.
Yeah, it's B because you just can't. It's not that.
It was
simple.
about that all around the world thing.
Yeah, but at the end of the day,
The whole thing Michael Jackson started
it's a strange
from pedophile.
topic.
Oh my hand, okay.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I did enjoy it, but
I enjoyed it.
I enjoyed it. I've only watched it once
But
though.
I've seen it
I've
twice.
seen it 4 times.
I think it's a solid B.
So of this list, how many times did you see Endgame?
I've watched Endgame like
Yeah, I don't even
19,
know.
20
And
times.
I've watched Jaws like
I've watched
once a
Jaws
year.
like 30
Yeah.
times.
Up. Shit, my wedding was up themed. E.T. I've seen E.T. in a drive-in. I've seen E.T. at my house.
I
I've
watched
seen
E.T. like 5 times.
And Get Out,
Not
I've
that
seen
much.
probably twice. Toy Story 4, I don't even
Yeah.
know. So many times. Coco, 3 or 4
Once.
times. And what else is
Yeah,
on the
once.
list? What's the bottom?
Shape of Water. Only
I
seen
saw it once. So I think we rated these. I mean, we did it because we wouldn't go back to the well if we thought it was poison. We definitely have watched the movies at the top more than the movies at the bottom.
Okay, but here's the thing: if we added Infinity War to this, would Endgame still be S, or would we just
Endgame's S tier on all the way. Endgame's definitely better than
I think
Infinity
I think
War.
they're right. I mean, I really feel like they're the same. movie.
Endgame
Like,
is
it's just part one.
everything,
It's just-
everything coming
It's just
back
part 1 and
together.
part 2, though.
And I just
It's
think
one big
Infinity
movie.
War was just better for me.
Infinity War.
You got the cliff. You kind of got the cliffhanger. You
Cliffhanger
got
was so
You
good.
got the. You had to wait. What was it? 2 years?
A year and a half.
Cliffhanger
Year and a
was
half.
good.
God, I was so pissed. We all walked out of there crying like the first time and the second
I knew
time.
what was going to happen. I didn't know what was going to happen, but I knew that
You
they were
knew
gonna
something
lose.
was going to happen.
I knew they were going to lose.
I didn't
Yeah.
cry.
People did, though. People definitely left.
I did not cry, but
I
knew,
teared up. I was like, what?
I knew.
I'm going to make you fuckers watch Up again tonight and before you go home and make you watch your tears not come out.
Up
and be
did
like,
not
you-
make me cry.
That scene when the wife is dying is just heart-wrenching.
I don't think. It
all
made
I
me
think
cry.
of the music is.
But the juxtaposition of the happy
honest,
music and the
there
sad life is like kind of what
Is
gets you in the
sadder.
feels.
There's sadder scenes for me.
Which one?
There's just sadder scenes in other movies, TV shows. Than
Well, it's
Up.
not sad.
You ever watched-
Sad is like when Fry's dog dies, right? And,
Okay, that's
Have you ever
sad.
watched Michael Leave the Office? That shit made me cry.
that's sad.
That's sad.
Or the last episode
Up
of The
isn't
Office?
sad. Up is nostalgic. Up is relatable. No matter what language you speak, you have had a love that you have lost, and you've tried to carry on, and that's like universal shit.
I still think Up is an amazing movie. I just don't think it made me cry.
All right, are we good with the tears?
Yeah, we're done.
Okay, I agree. That was a fun thing.
Yeah, see?
Duracell's like, go do it too.
We got to do a restaurant.
Whole time you're on my ass about it.
I was
whole
on
fucking
your
time.
ass about it. All right, you guys ready? Now, next is best headphones ever.
Okay.
Now, I'm going to just read you a comment.
All right.
This is Amazon.
So it's just a comment.
It's just
about
all
that.
this is a comment,
Okay.
and then we can talk about it.
I'm ready.
This is for noise canceling headphones. It got 5 stars out of 5 stars.
Okay.
Well, it's not this. So this person, by the way, his name is Adam, and I didn't write it. It's from 2015. He wrote this. So, not so funny story. Someone in the apartment unit above us got stabbed.
Hold on. I'm sorry. I just saw Coach dig in his belly button, and then with that finger, he
No,
just
I
touched
didn't.
my finger.
I didn't
or
dig in my
leg.
belly button. I scratched my belly. I scratched like this.
Uh-huh.
I didn't dig in there. I was scratching.
Then
Looked
you
like you were
decide- and then
digging
you-
for there.
I
and then
started
just-
poking
he's
you
poking
because
at
you're
But
me.
you
being
shouldn't.
annoying.
But you shouldn't poke someone after you've touched yourself.
Yeah.
Listen, don't interrupt because this is going to be worth
All
it.
right. Sorry.
So this is the review. Are you ready? This is the comment. This is the review of the headphones. So, not so funny story. Someone in the apartment unit above us got stabbed. According to the cops who interviewed us, the attackers rang the upstairs doorbell, and when the guy answered, the attacker forced his way in and stabbed the guy. You want to know what the scary part is? I didn't hear a thing. Thanks to my amazing HyperX Cloud 2 headphones.
Oh, wow.
I got them on Amazon for $99, free shipping. These things work as advertised. Probably the best noise canceling headphones I've ever owned. 10 out of 10 would buy again.
You know what's funny?
Jesus.
I have those exact headphones.
Do you?
Yeah.
Are they great?
They're fucking
You ever like
amazing.
miss a murder because of them?
Oh, yeah. So many times. Live in a
What's
sketchy
funny
ass
is
apartment.
this came to me from somebody on the internet. Said, "Hey, Adam, check it out. Did you write this?" First of all, I looked them up on Amazon.
Yeah.
This is the funniest one, but everybody says you put these things on and you jokingly you would miss a murder, and I'm like, well, one guy did, so like they must be really great.
That's an amazing comment.
It is
That's
right.
an S tier comment.
That's an S tier comment.
I don't know. I've seen better.
Oh man. Okay. Now
What was his name?
Adam.
Adam.
Yeah, no. I've seen better.
Just because his name is Adam?
It also says 86 of 95% of the people found this comment helpful. So I'm like, what did the other people find it? Was it
That's
helpful?
amazing.
Like, yeah.
I mean,
Okay.
that's how you really
Now-
seal the deal.
Right. Yeah, that's in there. Coach, I want you to kind of talk about this because this is the super straight thing. But I'm going to set it up for you.
I feel like I'm gonna get hated on.
No, I'm going to set it up for you.
Okay.
So, Coach Duracell and I, we joke around a lot, but we are very active in our community. For example, I gave blood today. You know, I just feel like that's something you should do.
You
Regularly.
almost passed out.
I did, but I didn't. I almost did, but I didn't. and I give blood often. I know some of our listeners give blood often because I see their posts about giving blood. It's important. I volunteer. We've all done volunteer work, right? I Martin Luther King Day, I volunteered and did a march.
Vacation Bible school for kids.
Yeah, all the things, right?
Gardening helping at old centers. We did that one time.
We did do that. So while we joke around, we bring the funny, we actually do support all of the things.
BLM, LGBTQ.
Yeah, we support all the things, right? This super straight thing has got us fucking sideways.
Yeah.
So Coach says to me one day, you heard about super straight? And I'm like, super straight, what's that? And he goes, it's like this new movement. It's kind of like in the LGBTQ vein, but it's not part of that. And I'm like, what is it? Now, this is what Coach told me. And the actual specifics of it, maybe not, doesn't matter, but it's worth talking about.
Yeah.
The super straight thing is basically, and correct me if I have this backwards.
Gotcha.
I'm so straight that I'm not attracted to women who used to be men.
Okay.
That's it, right? That's super straight.
Yeah.
You're attracted to cisgender women cisgender means women who are born women at birth.
Yeah, biologically born women, and they stayed women, and now they're women, and I meet them, and I'm attracted to them. Now, if I meet a woman who says to me, hey, I used to be a guy, I'm not saying I hate her.
Yeah.
That will never happen. I'd be like, oh, I accept that. No big deal.
Yeah.
And I might even continue to date her for a little bit because we're already dating. I'm not going to just be like, we're broken up.
Yeah.
But ultimately, I don't know how that works, right? So I don't think I'm going to walk around in the earth and go, that chick over there might have been a guy. And I'm going to go get some of that, right? Like, that's not what I'm doing.
Yeah.
So I feel like if that's the definition of super straight, then I think I'm super straight, right? Which I think is a silly name to call it. But
Yeah.
so, Coach, what happened to the guy who started this movement?
So pretty much he got a bunch of hate for it. Like, he literally got death threats to his family and everything like that. And he sent multiple apology videos and people trying to make
And what were they? But why were they hating him?
They're hating him because they're calling him transphobic. They're saying based on his like he was saying, oh, so you're transphobic. You don't like trans people. He was like, no, I'm not saying I don't like trans people. I have a bunch of trans friends. I enjoy trans people. It's that I don't find myself attracted to transgendered
Which
men.
I think is fine.
Yeah. I don't see.
Like, I don't have, like,
Like,
listen, if I was going to donate money to an organization, I found out that they help trans people, okay, you can still have my money, that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah,
right?
I wouldn't care.
Totally fine.
If someone is trapped in the wrong body and they need, to do a fundraiser to get money for a surgery to help them transition to the sex they think they should be.
I'm all for it.
Whatever. I'll
Yeah,
go to the
it's all
fundraiser.
fine.
No big
Yeah.
deal. But I'm not attracted to you in a sexual way. And I don't
Agreed.
think that makes me transphobic.
Same
I could be wrong. And maybe someday someone will enlighten me. I'll be like, oh, I see what you're saying.
I don't think at all. It makes you transphobic.
Yeah, it's the same way. Like if a guy comes up to a woman, and the guy thinks the woman is attractive, but the woman's a lesbian, he's not hating on her because he's a lesbian. He's
Yeah.
upset that she's not attracted to him.
Right.
But
But you just move along.
you just
I'm
move
pretty
along.
sure transphobic is like when you don't support their rights, you hate them, stuff like that. You're not hating them. You're just not attracted towards them.
Or
Yeah.
even like to take it further, you're worried that you're going to get cooties from them, or like, oh, you're
Yeah,
transphobic.
no,
you're going to make me like where I feel that way. No, that's not how it works.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not contagious
You know?
or anything.
And like the whole like thing about naming, like, oh, somebody's trans, and then people refuse to call them by their new name. That's stupid,
Yeah, no.
right? Just call the person what they want to be called, and what it doesn't impact you really.
No, it
but it
doesn't.
impacts you, I think, when somebody comes along and says, well, you should be attracted to them.
Yeah,
or
you can't force me to
you're
be attracted to
transphobic.
you.
I think it's the craziest.
I just feel bad for that guy.
Yeah, he's literally, his family got death threats.
Yeah, his life kind of got ruined for him stating his opinion, and it's not a really like
Yeah.
it's not
So-
transphobic at all.
So here's the thing: even on the wiki about super straight, let me read you what it says. This identity, super straight, is not part of the LGBT plus community. This wiki in no way supports this identity and does not accept this identity into the community. And I'm like, talk about hate.
Right.
It's just an odd thing that this has come up.
They talk about
and it
being-
comes up a lot.
Yeah.
This topic now, this recently has come up a lot where people have been like, I have to give you a perfect example. The Sports Illustrated swimsuit edition has the first ever transgender woman
Yep.
who I think is also African American, or
Yep.
maybe she's some
She was
Asian and African American. She's mixed.
she was born in the UK.
She's mixed somehow with
Yeah.
some other. And people are like, I'm not going to buy that magazine. And I'm like, I'll buy the magazine, and I don't buy sports.
Yeah,
I don't buy that
buy it,
magazine anyway.
yes.
But I'm not going to not buy it because of this, right?
Yeah.
That's dumb.
I'm also not going to not look at her.
Mm-hmm.
If she's in a bikini, in fact, I saw the pictures. She looks fucking great, amazing. Not my thing.
Yeah.
Now, what if you didn't know she was transgender?
Well, I
would
feel
you think?
I feel like
Still, I
would still think she was
wasn't
hot.
really. I think she's attractive, but I wouldn't want to date her.
Yeah.
I would still think he was hot. And here's the thing: I don't think I would want to date her either. But I'm not so closed off to the idea that I'd say I'm not going to date you. I'd be like, yeah, okay, I guess we could go see what this is all about. But I don't think it would go anywhere because it's not my thing.
I think what I'm saying is, I'm not saying I wouldn't date a trans person. I'm saying I would prefer not to.
Well, and you should know before you date them.
Yeah, and
I think that should be
I feel
a
like
thing
that's
I don't
where-
think that should be a secret.
Yeah, because I don't see it as a secret.
Well, let's define that though. People, let's say just straight people,
yeah,
they keep secrets from each other on their first date.
Yeah.
Well, okay, I've been to prison, or I'm married.
yeah, but that's
right?
That's
So secrets are going to happen on date 1.
yeah,
But I feel like date 2, date 3, you got to come out and be like, okay, listen,
I'm a dude, I'm a girl.
and this has happened to me. Not this to the extreme, but I was at a party. This chick was hitting on me all night. I thought she was fine, and I don't mean fine like good looking. I mean like perfectly
Fine
nice
with her.
person. I don't remember her name. I didn't get her number. We didn't exchange information, but we talked all night. And at the end of the night, we went our separate ways. And I said, I'll see you later because we knew the same people. I'm like, we'll run into each other again. It
Yeah.
was really nice getting to know you. The next day, I told my friend who happened to be a lesbian, man, so-and-so was really into me last night. And she goes, that's a dude. I'm like, what do you mean that's a dude? Yeah, that's a dude who's going through the change, and he's going to be a woman soon. And I'm like, couldn't tell. Would
Yeah.
never have known.
Yeah.
Right? So no problem.
Yeah.
But I did feel like they were hitting on me.
Yeah.
Right? So it makes me feel like, how did I, and I wasn't upset about it, but I'm just like, they were hitting on me, but they knew that were they trying to find out if I'd be cool with it? Like, I just don't know how that works really. So a little bit
Yeah.
ignorance on my end. I can get that.
So now my thing is, does that mean they're gay?
I don't know how to look at
no,
that.
and that's a whole different topic. You're thinking like, if I do this, does that make me gay? And the heterosexual male would think, oh, well, I'm not gay due to the fact that all of our friends that they use gay as an insult. Because my friends use gay as an insult. I
Which
think
is
it's
fucked.
stupid.
Yeah.
I don't use gay as an insult. I think it's like there's things that are kind of feminist, like going to the mall and shopping for purses. Like I
You
wouldn't
don't want
do
to
that
do
as
that?
a male.
You want to do that later?
No, I would not
I'll
do
take
that.
you shopping.
No, I don't want to do that. I kind of that's.
I love fucking shopping. I'm going to be honest with you.
Depends what we're shopping for.
It doesn't
It-
give a
it
matter
does
to
de-
me.
it does depend
It
what-
doesn't give a fuck to me. I will go shopping for anything any day of the week. I don't care. I don't know why, but I'm like, oh, shopping, let's do it.
I'm fine with shoes
I
or
don't
things
have
I
to
enjoy,
buy,
but I won't.
But I don't have to buy anything. I'll just go look and then leave. So I don't
I
even know.
can't do that.
Yeah, I can't do that
I
either.
try to. I don't think I have a lot of oh, you're a girl, you do the dishes. I'm like, oh, I'll do the dishes. Like I don't have a lot of that going on.
Oh, yeah,
people,
no,
people
yeah.
do. People do
Yeah.
have that, right? But this is a little different. This
I've never
is
really met a person that's done that though.
yeah, it's real slight. You'll hear it. It's a little tiny thing, right? Like I'll
Maybe
give you,
it's a joke
I'll give you
or
an
like-
example. I'll give you an example.
That Thelma and Louise movie.
Didn't we just do it a little while earlier in this podcast?
What?
Didn't we say somebody was a bitch or somebody was bitched out or pussed out? Somebody pussed out. Who are we talking about? Somebody said something.
Hulk,
Hulk pussed
yeah.
out. That's saying that Hulk pussed out. Puss being pussy being a female thing. Basically, Hulk was a female. We did it in this podcast.
Well, I wasn't saying it. I was saying he's scared.
I know what you meant, but I'm saying we use the terms.
Yeah.
That definitely is what we're saying we don't do, but we already did it in this podcast.
Yeah, but I didn't mean it like. It's just
Pretty
that's the whole thing about the English dick, like that. I like
English dick?
Sorry, the English language. It's hard to.
Well, there's like
because-
colloquialisms, things that you say because they're being said that you don't really mean to be
Yeah.
heard the way they're being heard.
exactly, and that's just the whole thing behind.
I just think the super straight thing is weird. I think it's dumb to call yourself super straight. You're just straight or not.
Yeah.
Like, super straight, what is that? But I'm just saying, like, if you meet the right person and you love them, whatever, you'll figure out how the biological
But I
sex
feel like
works.
if they tell you that, then there's always that thing in the back of your head. It bothers me that like this person was a dude, but it depends on everybody.
It doesn't. In my mind, it doesn't bother me that much at all. I mean, it bothers me, but it's not like, oh, I'm not going to date this person, or oh, I'm not going to talk to this. Like, I don't think like that.
I would never
close my mind off.
I would
to
never
something
ever
like
not
that.
talk to them, and I would probably be open to a date or two to see what I'm missing or
Yeah.
not missing. But at the end of the day, it would be hard to get past the whole used to be. And I would have my ignorance would have questions, and those questions would make the dating more of like a
Interview
discovery of what's going on more than, and it would take away from who they are.
I wouldn't want that to feel uncomfortable about.
That's got to be hard for them though.
Yeah,
too.
it's got to.
Like, how does that go for them? It's got to be hard.
Yeah.
Anyway, super straight. Thought we'd bring it up because it comes up a lot lately for whatever reason.
Yeah.
Now here is the next thing. I read this. Actually, I saw this on the news. I saw this story on the news. Okay.
Okay.
And it's since been taken down.
All right.
Because it's a true story.
Okay.
There, coconut milk.
Yeah.
Coconut milk.
It's pretty good.
When they're at it,
primarily doesn't come from the United States.
Yes.
There is coconut milk that comes that's like packaged here, but coconuts grow other places, right?
Like Brazil.
And there are places on this planet where coconut milk is cheaper, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's cheaper to get a hold of.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you think it's cheaper?
Because there's more of an abundance of it.
Because it's grown there.
Because they don't use humans for the labor.
What?
There is a company.
Oh, the monkeys?
There is a company that has fucking generationally, over more than like 6 generations of monkeys have trained these monkeys to do all the fucking work.
Yeah, I've heard of that. But then I heard that they abuse them and shit.
Well, so that's some controversy, right? Because the company and I forget what it was a big company. It was one of the bigger coconut milk. It wasn't Silk or somebody, but it was like a bigger coconut milk company. They have these monkeys. I don't want to say it was like Thailand or Malaysia or someplace.
Yeah, I think it was Thailand.
So it started off a long time ago. They saw the monkeys would go up and get the coconuts on their own.
Yeah.
So then they like tied a leash around the monkey, and like monkey would get the coconut. They would drop the coconut, and then the human would pick it up, and then they'd keep the monkey on a leash, and they'd keep the monkey. Well, then after like that worked, but the other monkeys saw, oh, I get a treat. So they're like, okay, here's your banana. Trained them. You get this banana. Or whatever the treat was. It was all kinds of fruit.
Yeah.
You bring us the coconuts. And then there was like 50 monkeys. And then there was like 100 monkeys. And there was like 500 monkeys.
Yeah.
And now there's an entire population of monkeys. They basically punch a clock. And so in my brain, I have it like, all right, Jim, let's go get the coconuts. They're smoking cigarettes. They all hop in the back of a minivan, or they hop in the back of a pickup truck.
Yeah.
And they wear hard hats. And they drive them down to the coconut grove. And they all pile out the back. And they take their cigarettes and their little water in their lunch boxes. And they go out to the field. And they come back with coconuts. What the ever-loving fuck?
It's pretty great, but then I heard that they like abused him and stuff, and I was like, oh.
It'd be cool if they weren't abusing them, like the monkeys just did it.
Well, they took it down the story because the company was like, we're not abusing them.
Yeah.
And so ABC ran the story.
Yeah.
And they took it down because there's a lawsuit now. Like, we don't abuse these monkeys. These monkeys are doing this for
if
reward.
If the monkeys are doing it for reward, I understand.
that's great.
Well, but it
That's
goes
awesome.
against like labor laws where they're like, you're paying the monkey in fruit. So you can't pay the monkey to do your stuff. And they're like, why not? What do you mean we can't? The monkeys want to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, if the monkeys didn't want to do it, that's what I'm saying. If the monkey was on a leash the entire time, I would be like, no, I'm against that. But since the monkey's off the leash, they willingly get into the car. They willingly go down to the forest.
I don't think there's actually a car. I just said that.
I know, but like if they willingly like do that, they.
I picture it like this. I picture like there's a plantation.
Yeah.
Right. And there's a bunch of monkeys living in the woods.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I picture it like they go out and they're like, Checo, Jono, Bebo, and the monkeys come running out and they're like, okay, they have them trained. Like, here's a treat. And the monkeys go out and they bring back like 50 coconuts. Now, I read about it and it's worse than that. There is like, they do keep the monkeys. The monkeys aren't free at night. The monkeys like,
Yeah.
Yeah, no, the monkeys have to
so
be
that's
free.
like, so that's like fucked, right?
Yeah.
But coconut milk is something that we drink. And you've
I don't
probably
drink
drank
coconut milk.
No, I mean Americans. You've
Yeah.
probably drank coconut milk that a monkey. I can't
And a monkey
even
is
say
like-
it. A monkey brought the coconut to the plantation or to the plant, whatever, the processing plant, to be made into milk.
Yeah.
And the monkey's like, here's your coconut, here's your banana. Thanks, John. No problem, Floyd. And he goes back to work. Like,
Yeah, I don't.
like I want to kind of go there. I kind of want to tour the plant.
I think it's a pretty cool thing, but then I hope they're not abused. The
Yeah.
cage thing is
Are they
No.
walking around upright
I mean,
when they're
like, I
not in
don't-
cages though? Like, do they go into the cages? Because if I say kennel up to my dogs, like dog get in the kennel.
I just
But
hope
that's different.
they're
That's
Why?
different. I feel like that's different.
I mean, because you're
You're-
the kennel owner.
No, it's different because the dogs were kind of like
The dogs
bred
can.
for home thing, and then the monkeys used to be free, and now they're caged.
Yeah. The dog.
Well, that's the thing. These monkeys now they're on like the 6th generation, so they've never been
so
free.
now they're grown.
They were born in this situation. They've only known this situation, so that's also kind of fucked too.
But at the same time, then it's not as bad. If they were free, then got caged, I can see that's worse. But it's kind of like
It's like
zoos, kind of.
we breed some dogs to have those dogs around.
Yeah.
We don't breed them to release them to the wild. We breed them so we can see those dogs every day and love those dogs every day.
Yeah.
We don't. To the monkeys, they just be like, okay, well, here, you take this and go out to the forest, come back, and then we get what we want, and then you get paid again.
It's just so weird.
It's just
that we're living in 2021 and there's monkeys bringing us a coconut.
It's pretty funny.
For a job.
They get paid in fruit.
But I had the story. This is about 2 months old. No, it's about a month old. Yeah, This was like late February that I heard about the story. Then I read about the lawsuit. ABC took it down.
Yeah.
And I haven't chased it around to see if somebody else grabbed it, like non-ABC. But the imagery of like a big coconut grove with like a plant there, and like you see some workers in the plant. But if you like were to fly a helicopter over, you'd be like, are those thousands of monkeys just bringing coconuts to the plant?
Pretty funny.
Like they're all swinging from tree to tree.
And like, are they wearing some overalls? And they're like,
put them in the basket.
yeah, they all got iPhones. They're like playing Candy Crush in their break and shit. It's like ridiculous.
It's really funny. Houses made out of mahogany wood.
Yeah.
Funny.
Question of the week. Wait, no, it's of the month. Quam. This quam comes to you from Coach.
Yours truly.
From Coach.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I was
You
just
said
kidding.
this to me one day.
Oh, God.
Dude, I've said so much shit to you one day.
This one, it's on the surface, seems stupid. But then I thought,
harder.
I don't know the answer.
Exactly.
All right. So this is the question that was asked, but metaphorically, it's a bigger question.
Do you wipe your... No, I'm kidding.
If you were a snake, would you eat a disabled turtle?
I don't think I've ever asked you that.
You did.
Sounds like a
Was
me
the answer
question.
yes?
Did you ask me? I think it was Coach.
Sounds like a question I would ask you.
No, I think I did ask
but
you
I don't
that.
know.
And I think the answer was no. I wouldn't eat a
Yeah,
disabled
you
turtle.
did. You're like, I wouldn't eat it. You'd pass. And I'm like, but if you're a snake and you're hungry and you come across a turtle, so like, what's disabled? They're missing a leg.
They're not in their shell. They're missing a
That's
limb.
a dead turtle.
All right,
I think it's
wait.
called a snail.
Here's the thing.
What? Turtles don't become snails.
Now, you know how turtles, when they're born, they go for the ocean
Yeah.
kind of deal.
Yeah, and like birds eat them and shit.
Crabs.
Crabs, birds, whatever.
So are you snake like on the beach? I don't know how that ended
But
up.
not a
or-
sea. It doesn't be a sea turtle. Like, let's say it's like
Like
a
an actual
river
tortoise,
turtle,
like
like a tortoise.
Tortoise or
turtle,
something.
And you're a snake and you eat turtles like regularly.
Okay.
And you're in the woods and you see a turtle and you're like going for that turtle. Do you stop when you realize, oh, the turtle's on crutches?
No, that's just an easier job for me to kill it.
Is it?
Yes.
But
But I feel like snakes want to be rewarded for what they eat.
I feel like animals
Yeah.
would look at a disabled animal and think there's something wrong with it, so it won't
And
be a
they're
good
sick.
meal.
Yeah, it
And they
won't
might
be a good
pass
meal.
on it. But furthermore, do they have a conscience where they think, I can't eat that turtle because it's too easy and it's be cruel? Or do they not give a fuck and they just like lunch?
Personally, if I'm a snake and I haven't eaten in a couple days, I know snakes don't eat every day.
Yeah.
Since I haven't eaten in a while, and I see that turtle, it's the first turtle I've seen in a while, and say, well, I'm not going to give a fuck because I'm hungry.
But let's say you are plentiful, but you are getting
What was that word? Plentiful?
plentiful.
Plentiful?
Yeah, like you're like you're full, I guess,
Not
but
a thing.
you're healthy.
Okay, well, I get like you.
What am I looking for?
You're
What,
satisfied.
I mean, no, because you're still
You're
kind
not
of hungry.
You're not hungry.
You're still kind of hungry, but
You're snackish.
You're well, like you have a well-being.
You're a healthy.
You're healthy.
snake looking for food, but you're not starving.
Yeah,
I don't think there's a word for that, but plentiful is a good try.
I'm saying plentiful.
All right. So here you are. You're plentiful in the woods.
and you're going wrong. You see a disabled turtle, right? Or you can just keep moving along. I'm pretty sure they just move along.
I don't know, man. I feel like let's kick it up a notch. So like if you're a tiger, and you
That's
see, like,
different.
and you
Tigers
see, and you-
eat
and you
what
see like
tigers wanna
you
eat.
see like a wounded, like
Easy prey.
That's
You
what I'm
think?
saying from
But
the
that's
beginning.
that's a big like.
But I know for a fact that mammals, even a tiger, will pass on diseased animals.
Well, because
yeah.
they can smell disease.
Yeah. So I'm like, so
But
they
if they don't
so
just-
they do make the distinction.
If they don't smell it though, if they just see like a gazelle with with 3 legs, and they see a little nub, they're like, oh, that's easy prey. They don't
Can't
see
run
they
from
don't
me
see it as
because-
he can't run from me as fast.
I think the snake would think the same way.
But I feel like the snake knows the turtle, it can't outrun the snake.
A snake is way faster than a turtle.
I said the turtle cannot outrun the snake.
I thought you said can.
No, cannot.
Then what is that?
I'm just gonna let the end credits here play and let you guys argue
Well, I
it
just
out.
want to let
And I
you
also
know
do
that
think
if I was a snake,
plentiful.
I would definitely kill a disabled turtle.
Wait, before we end the podcast, I do want to know.
Codcast? What are you Googling? I'm ending it.
Plentiful is a word.
Yeah, right, but plentiful or whatever you said is not.